It just feels like a kind of party, the whole thing, with just everyone really serious about music, but in a very fun way.
So you seem to always come to Montreux just in time to introduce another album.
That's how we like to do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What do you specifically like about Montreux?
I mean, you know, the beautiful setting. We love. Every time we've been here, we've swum in the lake. Did that today.
Nice.
So, you know, and then just the music fans and the atmosphere. I mean, it's just like it just feels like a kind of party, the whole thing, with just everyone really serious about music, but in a very fun way.
No, it's cool. You'll enjoy it. So tell me a bit more about your third album, Relaxer. Firstly, the album title. Usually albums, or often, they're named after a song in the album, but this isn't. So how did that title come about?
Yeah, we've never named our first album was named from the lyrics from a song, but not after a song.
Oh, right.
I mean, this one was in a way the same. In the song Dead Crush, you used to have a line about saying, I'm a relaxer, and we actually took that line out, but by that point we'd sort of like decided that was a cool album title as well. I think it's kind of direct, it's memorable, it's quite punchy, and much like the album, it's sort of like, it's short but sort of muscular.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Joe, is it true that you actually wanted to call it something completely different at first? Something to do with space whales?
Oh, right, yeah. Space whales, nature's starships.
That's the one.
Yeah.
What's behind that?
It's just a funny...
What explanation do you need?
It's kind of, I think it kind of derives from the joke, which that goes... you say it with anything, so it's something, nature's something. So it's olive, nature's grape.
And why did you decide not to go with that one in the end?
I don't know, Gus.
I think it was decided, it was suggested on a Friday afternoon after a long week in the studio, and by the time Monday morning came around, I think we'd had or most of us, maybe not Joe, had gone, I don't know, maybe it's not such a great album title.
Relaxer is an easier hashtag, isn't it?
I actually remember thinking, #Relaxer, it's going to be great.
Yeah, exactly.
Trend. It hasn't trended.
Hasn't trended? Okay, we'll work on that.
Maybe it has, I don't know.
Film and literature generally influences you a lot in your music. It seeps into all of your lyrics. How often do people overanalyze your lyrics? Is that a thing?
I mean, I wouldn't say there's any such thing as overanalyzing something if someone's enjoying it, and we're always intrigued to hear unusual interpretations of our music and our lyrics. But I think sometimes the lyrics are very, very deep and thoughtful, and and I think sometimes the lyrics are more actually less the key ingredient to the song, and I suppose sometimes when there's some lyrics that are put together to mean something very literal, and people have a very unusual interpretation, it's always like, okay.
What's been the weirdest interpretation you've had so far?
Oh, can you think of anything? I don't know. I mean, I remember your dad saying, listen to the song Tarot, and it's a song that Tarot is about war photographers, and kind of like, and so there's a line in Tarot that says, do not spray into eyes, I've sprayed you into my eyes, which is like, your dad was like, yeah, I think that's really interesting how it's about sort of like the war photographer's job to show you something, even if it's unpleasant. And you were like, yeah, I just got that off a can of deodorant.
Don't ruin the art.